Good morning. Joe Haas from Informa Business Intelligence back with you today at BioPharm America 2015. Happy to have with you this morning, happy to have with us this morning, Sarah Frew from the University of Pennsylvania, and specifically she is the Director of Corporate Contracts and Alliances for Penn's Center for Innovation. That's a mouthful. The Center for Innovation, is that specific to the life sciences, or is it any and all innovation that happens at Penn?
It's not specific to the life sciences. It's all innovation at Penn. You can think of the Center for Innovation as the Tech Transfer Office,
Right.
but the Tech Transfer Plus office.
Okay.
The Penn Center for Innovation was rebranded and reorganized about a year or so ago.
Yeah.
And so we still have all the traditional capabilities of a tech transfer office, but we've added additional functional areas and additional capabilities. So for example,
Yeah.
a group that does spin out companies and helps our faculty members develop new codes. And my group, which is Corporate Contracts and Alliances, is more of a business development function that hadn't previously existed in the tech transfer office.
I see. So you come to Penn, you've been there about a year, I believe.
Yep.
You come to Penn with a background in biopharmaceuticals, Genzyme and Tetralogic. So I would assume that there's some exciting stuff going on in the life sciences at Penn?
Absolutely. There's a real dedication from the university leadership to improve how we commercialize the technology that's being developed in the academic setting,
Right.
and get those new inventions and technologies and discoveries to patients. And so the rationale behind the Penn Center for Innovation is to allow our office to do that in a variety of ways, like the ones that I already mentioned.
Yeah.
But really focus on being efficient and enabling our investigators to have the relationships with companies and to get their technologies out.
So are there any specific programs at Penn that are going on that you could highlight that either have recently contracted or that are good potential partners?
Well, I think everyone should come down to Philadelphia because we are the hub of cell and gene therapy, which is just two small areas that happen to be getting a lot of attention these days. Obviously, we have CAR T program and a relationship with Novartis.
Great.
And we have a wonderful gene therapy program as well. We just announced a relationship with Biotech to work on. They're actually in Philadelphia. A Chinese company, but based in Philadelphia. We now have a manufacturing relationship with them to develop our viral vectors for gene therapy.
Yeah, Philadelphia is very vibrant with what's going on at Children's Hospital and their new Biotech Spark, and then, I mean, just some of the really august healthcare institutions like Jefferson and of course Penn Hahnemann.
It is. It's a great cluster, and I think that's part of our goal at Penn is to spread the word about how wonderful Philadelphia is as a cluster for life sciences.
How is it doing as a biotech hub?
Well, it's no Boston, which is where we are now for this conference, but I think it's a sleeping tiger. I mean, I really do think that we need to spread the word and attract the attention of the investors to get them down to Philadelphia to see what's going on. But even just the two investigators who I just mentioned and the work that they're doing, they're not the only ones. We have an entire ecosystem in terms of wonderful faculty members working on these technologies.
And I know that GSK in recent years opened some new facilities in the Navy Yard area. Is there any sort of a biotech incubator down there, or no? I thought I might have heard something about that, but no?
No, there isn't. I mean, there's with GSK's down there in that same area is where Biotech is located. It's the company I just mentioned. They're building a new, I think it's 145,000 square foot manufacturing building, so there will be some significant capability. Penn actually is currently retrofitting a building on a new campus to create an incubator that we're calling the Pennovation Center. And that will be opening up next summer, so summer of 2016. And so that's meant to be a space. It will have wet lab space, affordable wet lab space, which is kind of hard to come by sometimes. But that will be kind of a Penn incubator space to have that kind of open innovation. And my office, the Center for Innovation, are planning a lot of programs to have in that new space starting next year.
So I know here at the conference you were just on a panel with Biomotive and some other presenters. So both presenting, and then I assume there's some business opportunities here for you at the conference as well?
Absolutely. I mean, that's the main draw for me is as a business development partnering conference, it's a great chance to come up here to reconnect with folks at this time of the year. You try to make those reconnections every couple of months or so just to see how people are doing, keep those relationships going. And what I said in the panel and what I can repeat here is, I mean, this is a relationship business.
Yes, it is.
And so we need to make sure that we're keeping each other, aware of what we're working on and new things that are coming through.
Great. Sarah Frew, thanks so much. This is Joe Haas from BioPharm America. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.